I don't
All
think
right,
Matt knows what
here
to
we
do.
are. We're checking things out with the sis, and frankly, even though we've got an auspicious beginning, we still have trouble because we don't have a topic. I made the mistake of suggesting we talk about free cell. And what
Why?
was your response to that, sis?
Why would we talk about Free Cell? What's so interesting about Free Cell? It's a card game, and you
I
play it,
know, I
and
know
that's
it's hard, but how are we going to have a hey sis yo bro without a topic?
it. That's kind of how we roll, Tootsie Roll.
I think that you know what? It's totally weird because I think in conversations you're the more spontaneous of the two of us,
Are you more scheduled?
and I think I'm more scheduled. And I'm sitting here wondering how did that happen? Because
You're
um,
the world traveler?
I should be the spontaneous one, and you should be the stick in the mud, or I mean, uh, the planned one.
Hmm. You trying to say I wasn't going to notice that
Yeah,
particular?
I'm trying. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
I can't help it if you're a stick in the mud.
No, no, wait.
I mean, you said it, not me. But if
No, what I'm trying
if you wear it, well, I mean, go for it.
what I'm trying to say is that this I'm not used to this. I'm used to being the
You're not used to being the stick
spontaneous,
in the mud. You
fun,
really
lively spirit, while you're the
stick in the mud?
considerably less so. What
I'm actually
happened?
quite lively. Thank you very much.
Can I
I'm I'm ostentatious. Is that a word?
yeah, that's a word. It means showy.
I'm not at all showy.
You're verbally ostentatious, right?
Sorta. I'm very professional, sedate, quiet, boring, stick in the mud, apparently.
Well, I think I'm going to regret characterizing you like that. Um,
Why would
but
you think that?
I think you're going to.
Why would
Well,
you
when we
think
were
I would
younger, I
regret
was the
that?
lively one, and I was
Not
the
so.
leader, and you were the follower, right?
Well, you were always kind of scheduled fellow who
Even
had
back
to have
then?
things flow the way it was supposed to go. And why is it not doing it the way it's supposed to be? Wait, you're not doing it the right way. If I remember correctly, if I go back.
So even
And
back then, I was still a scheduled person?
oh my goodness, things had to go the way that you have them in your brain. And if they didn't go the way that you had it in your brain, my,
There was
stand back.
trouble.
You were kind of an
Stick in the mud?
angry fella
Oh.
who would get grumpy quickly if it didn't go
You
your way.
you might have something there. Um, I'm not sure that I ever grew out of that because let me tell you why I was asking that. Um, because when I interact with our mother, I'm the spontaneous one, and she's the planner. And I know how my spontaneous quote unquote self wants to be when I'm in the presence of a planner. And so now to sort of maybe be the planner in the scenario where I'm talking with you feels like it hits really close to home.
Well, if you to put it in that perspective, what did you just say at the beginning? Saying, "Well, we had some technical difficulties, but we don't have anything planned." Stick in the mud.
Yeah, I did lead off that way, didn't I?
You kind of did.
And so, listeners can go back and actually catch that in progress. So I really can't hide from it, can I?
You threw it out there. It's there. It's in it.
Well, well, let me throw you under the. I mean, let me ask you a conversation, a clinical question. That's it.
Mm,
Let
mm.
me ask you a clinical question. Is there any significance clinically between spontaneous minded conversationalists and planned conversationalists? I mean, is that actually a thing? Does that indicate one thing or another with people from your clinical studies?
Just particular personalities.
Right,
Nothing
I
else.
know, but can you make generalizations like spontaneous people are better at video games or planned people make more money or, something like that?
I would the closest I would probably get to it would be that introvert and extrovert thing. You thought you were an extrovert when you're truly actually a very big introvert.
Yeah, what Is that cognitive dissonance when you think you're one thing, but you're the other, but you want to see yourself as the other?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so
I mean, I think that's more of a wishful thinking, more so than a issue that needs a tissue.
so I don't have to worry about getting therapy for this. But on the other
Lack of
hand, it is a
spontaneity.
little bit of a blow to the pride.
I don't know why you would think that.
Well, let me ask you, when we were growing up and you were the spontaneous free spirit and I was the planned stick in the mud, did it ever grate on you? Did it ever get you upset or um, drive you crazy?
It did drive me crazy. Um, it annoyed me sort of. I mean, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, he's such a snake in the mud. Um, well,
Wait a
maybe
minute.
I
Wait a
might
minute.
have.
What did you just say?
Uh, nothing, nothing at all. I don't know, nothing.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your analysis.
That you were a stick in the mud. Um, continue with that.
Ouch.
You said it, not me.
Twice
um,
now, I see.
that's so funny. Um, but no, it irked me a little, uh, because I don't know why it irked me, but I also saw you as geeky.
Were you patient with me because you saw me as geeky, or just because I was your older brother that you still looked up to at that point?
I think it was more along the lines as I'm patient with you because I'm just patient, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, you have been that way. I have to give you credit for that. I feel like that's a very commendable trait.
So I think that's probably more along the lines than anything, is I was just that particular trait was part of who I was. I was just always patient. But I mean, I don't know if like I would say, oh, I'm so awesome because I was so patient. It would be more along the lines of it's just who I was as a personality. Mainly because of the house that I did live in required me to be a little bit patient.
Now amplify on that a little bit more,
What do you
sweetie.
mean?
What was it? Was it was it because it was a brick house or a wooden house that you had to be more patient, or was there some other
It,
factor
it,
involved here?
it was a siding and it was long and skinny and it had 3 bedrooms. Um, that answer that question. Um, but no, it was more along the lines of that. The viewpoint of things that I had were different than my household. So, um, and also we had explosive moments, and so I felt like I had to try to keep the peace. So that kind of taught me some patience, I think, if that makes sense.
Yep, it does.